Hello, good afternoon everyone. My name is Nika Darika Dilawati, and right now I'm reading Indonesian Folklore Series 3. This is the book. This is about Ciung Wanara. Once upon a time, there was a king named Prabu Siliwangi. He ruled a kingdom in West Java. The kingdom was Galipakuan Kingdom. Someday, he called a man who had supernatural powers, Resi Sidik Wicaksana. Resi Sidik Wicaksana was an ascetic. Resi Sidik Wicaksana always meditate in Mount Pandan. That's why he owned a supernatural powers. Prabu Siliwangi asked Resi Sidik Wicaksana to make a prediction about the kingdom condition in the future. Resi, I want to know about my kingdom situation for the future. Can you predict it for me? Asked Prabu Siliwangi. Sure, Your Majesty. I see in the future that kingdom of Galupakuan won't be secure like now. There won't be any peacefulness anymore, said Resi Sidik Wicaksana. But why? I see that my kingdom was peace now. Why did you say that? Prabu Siliwangi was surprised to hear the prediction of Resi Sidik Wicaksana. Forgive me, Your Majesty. Someday there will be a dispute in this kingdom after Your Majesty resigned to be the king. And the dispute comes from inside the palace, Resi Sidik Wicaksana explained. Really? I don't believe it, said Prabu Siliwangi. Actually, Prabu Siliwangi rather believed what Resi Sidik Wicaksana said. He was so worried to know the prediction, but he intended to test Resi Sidik Wicaksana's supernatural power. He wanted to convince himself that all of the things said by Resi Sidik Wicaksana was right. Prabu Siliwangi had a wife and a mistress. His first wife, named Dewi Ningrum, and the mistress was Dewi Pangrayap. Prabu Siliwangi asked his wife and mistress to pretend become pregnant woman. He did this to test Resi Sidik Wicaksana. Then Prabu Siliwangi asked Resi Sidik Wicaksana to guess whether the baby was a boy or a girl. Resi, if you do have supernatural powers, please guess. The baby will be born boy or girl? Asked Prabu Siliwangi. I think both of them are boys. I am sure, Your Majesty, answered Resi Sidik Wicaksana. You're a liar. It shows that actually you don't have supernatural powers. You must be wrong about the prediction of my kingdom, shouted Prabu Siliwangi. I am not telling a lie, Your Majesty. What I said was absolutely true, denied Resi Sidik Wicaksana. Prabu Siliwangi was so upset with Resi Sidik Wicaksana because he didn't admit that he was telling a lie. Then, Prabu Siliwangi killed Resi Sidik Wicaksana with Kris. Resi Sidik Wicaksana was killed. All the people in the palace was screaming out loud. They didn't suppose that Prabu Siliwangi would kill Resi Sidik Wicaksana. But the miracle happened. Suddenly, Resi Sidik Wicaksana dead body transformed into a hug snake. The snake's skin was stripped. Then the snake was back to Mount Pandan. The snake was called Kiai Poleng. The situation in the palace was back to normal. Prabu Siliwangi wasn't worried about the prediction anymore. He believed that Rishi Sidik Wicaksana was telling a lie. And the strange thing happened. Prabu Siliwangi's wife and mistress were really pregnant, both of them. All of the people was so surprised, especially Prabu Siliwangi. It meant that Resi Sidik Wicaksana wasn't telling a lie. And Prabu Siliwangi also thought that the prediction about the kingdom in the future, which stated by Resi Sidik Wicaksana, was definitely true. Prabu Siliwangi regret his decision to kill Resi Sidik Wicaksana. Now he worried about war that would happen. He talked about his children who would fight to seize the power after he hadn't become a king. Finally, because he depressed to think about what would happen, Prabu Siliwangi decided to isolate himself to a sacred place. To a sacred place. I'm sorry. He wanted to calm down his mind. Before he went to isolate himself, Prabu Siliwangi handed over his power to his fellow Pati. The king's wife's and mistress' pregnancy was nearly reached 9th month. It meant that soon they would give birth. But the mistress is Dewi Pangrayap had a tricky plan. She wanted to get away the king's wife. Dewi Pangrayap thought that if the baby was born, of course, the one who would replace the king's throne would be Dewi Ningrum's son. Dewi Pangrayap didn't want this happen. Dewi Pangrayap started to run her tricky plan by instructing the one of palace guard to bring Dewi Ningrum to the jungle. In the jungle, Dewi Ningrum would be killed, but the guard felt pity to Dewi Ningrum. He didn't have a heart to run Dewi Pangrayap's tricky plan. Then he just left Dewi Ningrum without killing her. Not so long after that, Dewi Ningrum gave birth. The baby was a boy. Dewi Ningrum felt happy for having this moment, although he had to face this in isolation. The palace guard asked Dewi Ningrum to hide in Larangan jungle. For your sake, it's better for you to go to Larangan jungle. If you're still in the palace, I'm afraid Dewi Pangrayap will know about this and she will try to kill you again, said the guard. But what about my son? Asked Dewi Ningrum. You don't need to worry about your son. I will take care of him, said the guard. All right, I trust you. Dewi Ningrum agreed what the guard had just said. Dewi Ningrum felt sad because she parted with her son, but she didn't have any choice. It was all for their goodness. After Dewi Ningrum left, the guard put the baby in a small box and then he washed away the box in a river stream. He hoped that there would be someone who found and took care of the baby. The guard then went back to the palace and said a report to Dewi Pangarap that he had killed Dewi Ningrum. Dewi Pangarap believed that the guard. After a few weeks, Prabu Siliwangi was back home to the palace. He was surprised there wasn't Dewi Ningrum in the palace. "Where is Dewi Ningrum?" Prabu Siliwangi asked his mistress Dewi Pangrayap. "Forgive me, your majesty. There was a tragedy in the palace when you left. Dewi Ningrum gave birth a dog." Dewi Pangrayap told a lie. "What? Really? And then what happened?" Prabu Siliwangi was so surprised. "I am afraid it will be a disgrace for this kingdom. So I told the guards to isolate Dewi Ningrum in the jungle," answered Dewi Pangrayap. Prabu Siliwangi believed what the mistress told. He indeed agreed about his mistress' decision. He felt happy about the born of the baby from his mistress. It could change his disappointment of Dewi Ningrum's tragedy. Meanwhile, the box which was contained a baby had been found by a man named Balang Taran. He was so happy to find the baby. Then he went home and brought the baby. He showed the baby to his wife. They were all so glad since that didn't have a child.